Good morning. Good
Good
morning, Donna.
morning,
Welcome to the
everyone.
right room.
Good morning, everyone. She's already yelling at me.
She was yelling at me that I wasn't in the room. She was in the wrong
I
room.
was in the wrong room. I was in the right chat, but I was in the wrong room. It's so like me to do that. At least I'm consistent when it comes to stuff like that. She comes into the other room and she's like, "What are you doing? You're in the wrong room." What? I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm talking to everybody on Facebook. I've been here for 15 minutes." She's like, "You're in the right chat, but you're in the wrong room. Get out of this room. You need to go to the other room." Hi, everybody. She was just yelling at me. Anyways, let's see who's here. Let's say good morning to all of our friends. Mark, the early riser, first thing in the morning. Thank you, Mark. And Charm Ann.
Charmaine. Charmaine.
Charmaine. Thank you for
Good
joining.
morning.
It's a new name. And Miss Debbie does sales. She says, I thought it's at 7:30, but I guess they changed it to 8. Well, it's always 9 a.m. Eastern time. So I
Let's
don't
find out
know.
what you were looking at.
I don't know. I don't know what happened there. So, and beautiful Misha Renee. Hello, sweetheart. Thank you for joining. And let's see who else. Donna Wester. Donna, I still have your jeans lot. It will go out. I have Monday off, so it will go out Tuesday. Ooh, I feel so tired today. Let's see who else. Destiny, our beautiful Shamrock Pixie. Hello, Destiny. Hi, honey. Destiny, I will get back to you on that. You know, shh, my husband's sitting right there, so it's going to be a present. Destiny is on a new venture, you guys. She's making things. Oh, but go over and join Destiny's channel. I don't know, Destiny. I haven't had a chance to look to see if you're promoting yourself on your channel with the stuff that you're making. Mr. Cody, man, whoop whoop. Hello, good morning, good morning. Michelle Lathan is here. Our good friend, Mr. Adam. Good morning, Adam. I hope you're feeling well today. And Sergeant Spork, I'm wondering what you're cooking today. Yum, yum. And Myra, hello, Myra. Thank you for joining. Robin D. Oh, we've got a nice little crowd coming in. Nice little crowd. Thank you, everybody that's coming in. So, yeah. How are you, T?
I'm good. I'm good.
Did you have a nice Saturday? You and your husband went out and did some thrifting?
Did a little bit. We're going to do a little more this morning. It wasn't a good day yesterday. A couple of them got canceled. Because it was just overcast and it looked like it was going to rain. So people canceled till today. So that's good.
Oh, yeah. So, Michelle, Michelle, you're so sweet. I'm so glad that the community was able to do that for you and all come together. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes. That's what we're all here for, to support one another and to help each other out. I mean, I really appreciate all the help you guys give me. My gosh, it's a lot of work on my part, but I am so grateful for this new. What's the matter? Why are you looking?
Something is going haywire with your microphone. It just went.
My microphone?
Yeah.
All right, I'll put it closer. I really appreciate all the support. Like, you guys give me support every single day. It's amazing. Every single auction, it's amazing. So I got to spend so you guys know, I'm gonna put, let me see, I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm doing let me see, paste. I hope, I'm so bad at dropping links, but we'll see if that works. I'm doing that thrifting battle. I'm doing the thrifting battle with Courtney from Bolo Buddies on Dominic's channel on Tuesday night. So it's supposed to be things that you thrift at either like thrift shops or yard sales or estate sales, or in my case, storage units. So my sweet Janaea came and picked me up yesterday. which she literally lives like 6 miles up the road, but we never see each other, like ever, ever, ever. We see each other online, and that's it. So we decided to go and hit an estate sale. Um, Nothing. It was not even worth parking the car for. Anyway, so we went to that, and then we went to a thrift shop, and to see if I could like bring, okay, like I got this from a storage unit, I got this from a thrift shop, I got this from an estate sale. I'm hoping I find an estate sale because I really wanted to kind of bring like a variety of things and found in a variety of places. And a couple of weeks ago, I uploaded a video that I went to this really high-end, beautiful thrift shop. And yeah, lame estate sale, very lame. And people are funny what they think their things are worth. Like, it's just crazy. But I went to this really beautiful thrift shop, and I did a little video there. And then we went to this other thrift shop that was, oh my gosh, like, I just honestly, like, I can't believe, and I hear people say it all the time in the chat, like the prices, the prices, the prices. So I did a little bit of a video. I don't know if I'll put it together. I might put it together. It's kind of negative. I don't know. I wish I had put like a happier swing on it. My last video was kind of negative because it was like such a bummer storage unit. So now I'm thinking, what am I going to do? Like post another like negative video of like prices in thrift shops? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want my channel to turn into negative. Then I look at it and I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, is it negative or is it reality? Because like I show the prices of some of the stuff and tea.
Oh, I know.
I mean, I just don't understand how they can get off charging, $25 for a pair of used jeans that aren't even, I mean, I would get it if they were like $200-300 pairs of jeans, but they're not. So I have to decide. Maybe I'll try to make the title positive, and then when you watch it, I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, back to my day with Janaea. We had so much fun. It was a nice change for me to get out of the house. Sometimes I feel like I'm either at storage units emptying them out, or at home building lots and getting ready for my auction. So it was nice to get out and spend a good part of the morning and afternoon with Janaea. I said let's do it like once a month. Like, I know it probably won't happen for once every probably 2 months, because how time goes by. But anyway, so what's everybody talking about in the chat? What am I missing? I'm not looking at the chat.
No, I just laughed at Myra because I guess Mark had a typo, and then she like took it to heart, and she said, "Good morning, MT Picker. It's Myra." He wrote Mitra. he hit the T instead of the Y. And Michelle's saying she can't see the whole chat. Hello, if I missed anybody. Oh, because it probably, I hate that also about YouTube. After a certain amount of time, you can't scroll all the way back to the top. It kind of disappears the beginning.
Yeah. Janaea, she says it was a long day and I found some great stuff. This girl has got such an eye. We were at the counter. She bought, she found this skirt. Janaea, write the name of the skirt in the chat. She found a skirt. It's actually a children's skirt. And she bought it.
Good morning, Don.
I don't know what good morning, Don. I don't know what she paid for it, but she looked it up, and they sell for hundreds of dollars, hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
For that stuff.
Yeah, Chloe, hundreds of dollars. So we were at the counter paying for it, and behind the counter is like a whole bunch of stuff like that they keep, like that they think is like really valuable. Like there's American Girl dolls back there, American Girls toys, accessories, clothes, whatever. And she spots a Gucci wallet. I'm like, she's like, can I see? It was like tucked behind him. Like, she goes, can I see that wallet right there, to the lady? And I'm like, how did you even like spot that back there? So it was a vintage Gucci, and she looked it all over, and she was gonna buy it, and then last minute she finds this little tiny slice in it. Like, she's so good at like authenticating things and finding things that are, if there's something wrong with something. She's got, I knew the scarf was a Hermes with the tag also. Yeah, she did. There was a scarf hanging up. but they wanted 150. This is a thrift shop. They wanted $150 for the scarf in a thrift shop. I mean, granted, those scarves, I've sold them on eBay. And I've sold them for like 100, 150. Some of the rare ones do go for like $300 plus. But $150 for a scarf at a thrift shop.
So answer me this, Adam, because I'm always curious about this too. So he's saying the last estate sale he went to, they had eBay prices, right? It was the last day, and I told him they told him they're willing to make offers. What's the best they could do? And they gave him, it was a camera that they gave him about 20% less. And I said, I can offer about half that. And they said, that's the best they could do. Do these guys have to like take that stuff with them when they go then?
Where were they?
It was an estate sale. Because, I mean, I do go to them and stuff like that. But I'll tell you, like, some of the ones that I've gone to where I've bid online for them and then shown up to pick the stuff up, like you bid online, you got like a week to bid on all this stuff. And then you go, there's a set day, a Saturday or Sunday between 12 and 2 is the A group. And then, 2 and 4 is the B group. And if you bought both A and B, you come the second thing. It's like, I forget the name of what it is, but I'm sure you guys all have it in your area. So the last two that I went to, I was in the last group because I had bought something from, each piece of the group. And there was stuff that people didn't pick up and they just let me have it. Like I literally got like wall art, like pictures and appliances and stuff like that, just free. They were just happy for me to take the stuff. So I'm just wondering if the estate people have to like, empty the house, or if it's something,
I think that whatever doesn't sell, they probably just donate to the charity of their choice. The people that are running the estate sale. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what happens with, whatever's left in the house. If the people are not in the house, or maybe the people just keep the stuff. They hire an estate sale company to sell off whatever they can, and then whatever they can't sell, they keep it.
Oh, Michelle, you're right. That's one of them. Max Sold. That is one that I do all the time. Max Sold.
I've never done that.
Yeah, because I think I had a bolo on Courtney's when you were on that night with the juicer. Remember the juicer at the estate sale? Like nobody picked up these small appliances, so I took it. The juicer. What do we sell that juicer for? $70. I mean, it was amazing. It was like brand new. It was, it was like they may have used it once.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then I got my favorite picks yesterday. Some of my favorites. I love Corningware.
Oh, cool. Are you gonna sell that?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Good morning, Miss Tiffany. Donna says you find a lot on the curb or it gets donated. Yeah, maybe.
Okay, that's surprising. Maybe the owners were selling it. That was, I think that's the way some of them work here is like, even though the owners were there, because like the estate people, well, they know me too. Like, so I don't know if they just were like, what do you want to do with this stuff? And then I think also when you buy online, if you don't show, two things happen. Number one, you forfeit your money. And number two, you're not allowed to bid with them anymore.
On this Max is sold?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's down here in Florida.
I'm sure it is. It's all over the country. I see things like in like even Adam's neck of the woods in Pennsylvania and Jersey. It's at least here in the tri-state area. And we've traveled into Manhattan. I mean, we got the very first lot I bought from Manhattan. And, sometimes stuff just like I got baseball mitts and tennis rackets for $1 that were like, flipped for $40 and $50.
Myra just sent me a message. Yes, Myra, I know that. So Max is sold. I've never heard of it.
Good morning, Darlene. Good morning,
Darlene.
You say that Tiff was in. How did I miss Tiffany?
She just came in.
I just missed her.
Does anybody want to come in? Anybody want to come in and say hello?
Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, let me know, guys. I'll send you the link. Hey, look who's up early. And are you working, Jose? Jose's here. Are you working? Good morning.
So Myra is texting me on the phone, and she's saying that George's brother wants to come in.
All right.
But I don't see him in the chat. George, make a comment if you're here. I don't see him in the chat. I don't know why he's going through Myra to say that he wants to come in. You can just make a comment in the chat and say that you want to come in if you want to come in. Darlene, those pictures that you sent me of you inside that box are hysterical. They were so funny. You're a crazy girl. She sent me pictures of her inside the big, huge box of stuff that I sent her. That was so funny. Yeah, I was looking at them. I'm like, she's a crazy girl. We have it in Florida, Donna. Look on Facebook. Okay, Robin, thanks. I will. I'm going to
just Google it. I mean, it's pretty big.
I will. I'll look into it. So it's mostly people that just do like private estate sales.
Yeah. It's a group that runs it, and they just basically they you can have choices too, because I looked into it even for myself when we move, like certain things, how it works. I forgot the percentage, but it's basically you can do it a couple of different ways. You can take the photos, you can greet the people, and they'll just advertise it for you, or they can run the whole thing, and they'll come in and they'll take the pictures and do all that. I mean, I probably opt to do the pictures and stuff myself, since I do that anyway with eBay. And really all I would be paying for them would be the advertising, because they are national, and, I guess they do have some brand recognition. But there are some other ones out there. I can't think of the name of the other one that the guys are great there too. And it's called there's like 8 different groups that are all connected in one. So like, it's called like Ninja Marketplace in one area. And then in another area, it's called something else. And I'm trying to think, what the heck is it called by me? I forget. But yeah, I mean, it's great now with the winter coming up to do it that way, because then I can bid online. It's like your auctions, right? I can bid online, and then I can go and pick up between a specific time. And it really works nice.
Yeah. I wanted to just mention, if you guys didn't have a chance to watch Tiffany's show last night, go watch it. It was so full, jam-packed of information for anybody who is interested in selling on Amazon. God bless you. God
bless you.
God bless you. Yeah. I was kind of confused and a little bored, because I'm not the competition. I'll never sell on Amazon. I don't like selling on Amazon. So a lot of the stuff went way over my head, and I had to be careful not to ask stupid questions. But it's good. It's good. If anybody sells on Amazon, it's good. Go over and watch that, which is great. Let's see.
Yeah, I know you say that all the time, and it's true, because the nice I do the same thing with garage sales. Like, even if I just walk up and I don't even I'm like, hi, good morning, and I always say good luck, whether or not I buy or not. It's just,
Yeah, Donna says there's nothing in her area for Max sold. I have to go over 100 miles before anything popped up. Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'll get you the name of the other one that's here in New York too. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but maybe I'll share some of those links next week with everybody on some of those ones that are online.
Tiffany says your questions are never stupid. I guess instead of calling them stupid, we could just call them newbie questions. I have no idea.
What was your question that you said was stupid?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, but I did ask a question that I was very curious about. Does anybody in the chat use virtual assistants? Because he was talking about how he has
Yeah,
virtual
yeah.
assistants, and I did ask a question, but I don't know if Tiffany saw it in the chat. I was just wondering, are the virtual assistants? I've heard people say that most of them are in the Philippines. Are virtual assistants usually? Thank you, Tiffany. Virtual assistants are usually they're all
Outsourced out of the
outsourced
country, yes.
people. And I was wondering about the communication with people, because I know
Well, the people
sometimes
in the Philippines speak English.
I know, but sometimes when I call eBay with an issue and the call gets outsourced, and most of the time it's to the Philippines, I feel like the people are very. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. I'm afraid this lamp is gonna fall.
Okay. No, I know what you're saying. If sometimes, I mean, everybody outsources now to DR and the Philippines, and oh my God, there's so many different places. Even when I was at Chase, right? That's you call even a credit card half the time. That's what you get is somebody out of the country. But,
I know, and when I call eBay, if I do have an issue on eBay and I call eBay, and like I ask them the question or tell them about the issue that I'm having, like the first thing they do is like they repeat the question back to me. Like I don't know if you guys notice this, but they'll say, and then they thank you a million times for calling, and they apologize a million times for whatever the issue is. Like sometimes I just want to say, there's no need for an apology. Let's just cut to the chase. So like, don't apologize to me, because I don't want to hear I'm so sorry like 5 million times. And then they repeat the question, and I'm wondering if and then they say,
well, I'm sure they get trained to do that. That's probably part of their training. They're good at following directions. They really are. They do exactly what they're supposed to do. I don't talk to that part of the country anymore, because I think when you're an anchor store, you do get a US based person. So I'm lucky enough that at least when I call, I don't get that. But I think for like PayPal and stuff like that, I do. I think it depends too. And it depends what time of day you call. Good morning, Sandy Brown. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, what Michelle said. She says, I've been a customer service rep. Some companies only hire you to frustrate the customer and absorb blows. Really? Donna Wester says, call eBay in the afternoon or around 8 p.m. and you'll get US eBay customer service. Huh.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so I would be interested in a virtual assistant. Anyway, so the point of my story was like I was curious as far as like communication goes, because when I do call, not often anymore, but when I used to call eBay a lot for issues, I'm actually having a huge issue with eBay right now, and they haven't contacted me since for like 2 weeks. I don't know. I guess they're trying to work out my problem. We'll see. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, I'm really curious about the whole virtual assistant thing. Are you?
Yeah, I had thought about it. Just even, I don't remember who it was. I want to say, I don't remember who it was, but somebody had them on. There's a company that runs the virtual assistants out of, I think they're an American company, but they run their assistants out of the Philippines. And I actually spoke to somebody there about, the costs are so much different. I mean, like you can pay somebody, it's like ridiculous. It's like $3 an hour or something crazy. Because I was considering when I was still working full time to have somebody share my closet for Posh and do specific chores that are so time consuming. But
Did you see what? Did you see what Misha wrote? Is anyone else wondering when Donna is selling all this jewelry already?
Misha said she wants to come in, but she can't.
There's actually I actually have more than this. I actually have more than this. I want to do a little video on what I have left. Um, I do. I want to do a little video on it.
$5 an hour.
Not like Misha does, where she shows her beautiful nails, because this is what my nails look like. And she does this whole thing like with her beautiful nails. If you guys haven't watched Misha's videos, they're so beautiful. And I'm not going to do it like that. I'm actually going to try to hold the jewelry like this so that you don't see my nails. Or maybe I'll use like a pick or something so that you don't see my awful, gross working hands.
Good morning, Money from Mars. Money from Mars says their virtual assistant is their 12-year-olds.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good for you that you can sorry, I got distracted, that you can get your kids to help. Oh, Misha, you're so funny. Thank you, honey. I love you too. But it's the truth. Have you seen her videos? She's like, today we're going to be opening up with her beautiful, sweet voice. Today we're going to be opening up a jar. And she's like, I love it. I love it. I love it. Carol, my sweet, sweet friend.
Oh my God, Carol, how are you feeling, girl?
I texted her this morning. She's feeling better. She's feeling a little bit better. She said she's laying low a little bit, but you were on my mind first thing this morning when I woke up, Carol.
Carol, you have to get better before it gets too cold and nasty out. So maybe we could have a little meetup.
Oh, she's coming to me for a meetup first. Yes, she is. It's always about Donna. Yeah, she's coming down here in November.
Donna, okay?
Yeah, she's coming down here in November. Carol, Carol, put the dates again, because I have to do the StreamYard for the meetup again, because Matthew is coming to the and I'm sure Abraham is coming, and we'll see who else comes up.
Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, Carol, a fight over you. No, I mean, November's coming. November's like right around the corner, and that's when she's coming. So you'll probably see her like after Christmas or something, because she's got too much on her plate right now. She can't come see you.
Oh, shut you.
No, she does. She's so busy.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, she hasn't booked it yet, right around Thanksgiving. Yes, she's so busy. She just moved. She's got so much going on. So you have to wait until maybe after the first of the year.
Yeah.
Before you can see her.
Yeah.
Janaea and I, we were talking yesterday. She's so excited to meet you too, Carol. And we were talking how we're gonna plan a girls' day out, you know, and go have lunch and maybe go do a little thrifting, and you know, I want to show her all around all the great places here in West Palm Beach. So in Palm Beach Gardens. I hope Casey has a meetup in Orlando. Airfare is relatively cheap for me. I just don't want to go to Florida in the summer. Adam, come down here. I'm going to have a meetup in November, and I'm going to have a meetup in December too, when Pat Dees comes down. So, you know, it's beautiful down here. Can you be a girl? Abraham, can I be a girl? Who can be a girl? Misha, if you want to view my jewelry, oh, okay.
No, I grabbed the wrong one because the
Abraham, who are you talking to?
Here. Thank you guys so much for getting up with us.
How many people? I don't see it. Huh?
21.
21. That's awesome.
Thank you guys.
And Dawn is making bacon with cheese and eggs. Yum.
Don, we're coming over to eat.
No kidding.
You and Sergeant Spork should get together.
Carol, have a nice day, sweetheart. She's got to run. She just wanted to say hello.
All right. We'll see you later. We're on at 3 today. Don't forget.
Maybe I can get a ride with Pat. I think Pat's coming down with his family, and I mean, you can fly right into West Palm Beach, Adam, and there's lots of hotels. there's lots of hotels right near me here in Palm Beach Gardens. I can help try to find, I can give you addresses or street, like anything on PGA Boulevard is a beautiful location.
We were talking about that cooking thing, and now we have Sergeant Spork. I see Don's a big cooker. We should really still pursue that cooking thing.
I know, right? I would like to do that. That would be fun. I was thinking, I kind of came up with an idea of having like a cook-off, which would, it's not like a thing like a competition of who's better or who's not better, but like taking a basic dish, like just a basic, and for me it would be an Italian dish because that's really all. I mean, I can do some stir fries and stuff like that, but I usually cook Italian. But taking like something really simple like spaghetti and meatballs, right? And then like start the video and say, and so like, for example, like T's husband, I talked to T about doing this. So I thought we would start the video with like a split screen, like a StreamYard like this, and do like, okay, so we're making spaghetti and meatballs today, and these are the ingredients that I bought. And then he can show the ingredients that he bought and go through each ingredient. And then, set up the cameras or have someone videotape us as we prepare, like from the very beginning with no time lapse, no cuts, no nothing, from the very beginning to the very end, how long it takes to make, like, for example, spaghetti and meatballs. And it could be like a 2-hour stream if it takes you that long to do it, or, however long. So I thought that would be kind of neat to do that, pick a time and do that. I would love to do it. I think it would be great. So I asked T's husband, who's a chef, if he would want to do it with me. And I can boil water, put pasta in there, and pour a jar of sauce in it.
That's about what I can do, Adam. Same here.
Adam, you're so American. No, there are some jar sauces that they sell like at Costco that like we'll buy in a pinch. I think, Ricky, which one is it? Is it Classico or Bertolli or something? They come, it's 3 jars, like shrink wrapped together. They sell it at Costco, and we doctor it up a little bit. Like we'll still put like a little bit of olive oil in the pan, and we'll put, some fresh garlic. Then we pour that sauce on it and then throw some fresh basil leaves on it. So we do doctor it up just a little bit, but in a pinch, it's not bad, that pasta sauce. I think it's Classico by Bertolli or something.
Yeah. That's one of them. That 3-pack is that, I think. Yeah.
Is that the one? Yeah, it's good. In a pinch, it's good. Like if we're out at a volleyball game and we come home at 9:30 at night and the Vikings are starving, and I've got nothing prepared for dinner, like we'll do that. Bertolli also makes a really nice pasta it's in the freezer section of the supermarket. I don't know if you guys have it up north, but it's a bag and it's farfalle pasta, and it's chicken and spinach, and it has like these little cubes of like Alfredo sauce that you just throw it. It's all cooked and it's like flash frozen.
We don't have fake Alfredo sauce in this house. No.
No, I know.
No,
I know because of your husband, but I'm just saying in a pinch.
Oh, in fact, that's what you're having for dinner. I just thought of it.
Alfredo sauce. No, I'm just saying in a pinch, if you have Vikings living with you, then that is a good frozen pasta to use, the Bertolli. I need help with my pasta production or oven agu recipe or Devon agu recipe. Yeah, this winter I'm making cooking videos for sure. My specialty is leeks au gratin and squash carousel. Ooh, I'm always learning though. Ooh, Misha, that sounds good.
So Michelle's asking, what would a chef use as a substitute for tomatoes? Are you allergic, Michelle?
Well, I don't know if there is a substitute.
Or are you about to make sauce and you're not using fresh tomatoes?
I don't know. I wouldn't know how to answer that question.
Yeah, I mean, you have to tell us, is it because you're allergic or you just don't want to use fresh tomatoes, then use cans?
Oh,
I'm not
are you saying that your husband's going to use fresh tomatoes when we
I
make
didn't say anything. I
Is that
don't
what
run
you
the
said?
kitchen. That's not my territory.
Oh, so you don't know.
That's not my territory.
Oh, Michelle's very allergic to tomatoes.
Oh, ooh, that's a tough one.
Oh my gosh, so she can't have pizza?
You can have pizza, you can have sauce. Wow. You
She
have to
can
do
have
Alfredo sauce.
she can
You'll
have
have to do pasta and Alfredo sauce.
she can have white pizza,
Yeah.
like the mozzarella and
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
basil, like
Hmm.
the 3 cheese white pizza. Just can't have it with the tomatoes on it. Look at Don's eyes. He's like, oh God, can't have tomatoes.
Well, yeah, even Adam says, I don't know if I could live without ketchup because that's even tomatoes too. So think about that. She's not ketchup on a hamburger or hot dog or anything. Wow.
I hate ketchup.
Do you?
I do. I don't like it. Like every once in a while, if I get French fries, I'll get ketchup, and I'll be
Oh,
like
see, that's the thing I don't like ketchup on is French fries.
I don't even put ketchup on my burgers.
I do. I do.
I don't. I mean, we buy. Do you buy the burgers at Costco, the frozen ones that come in the big long sleeve?
No, we
Ricky,
buy
what was the
fresh
name of
chopped meat. We buy fresh chopped meat. In fact, we had hamburgers last night. We buy fresh chopped meat and we have a burger press and we weigh them out and press them. And my husband barbecues.
Yeah, but you know what? You don't have to feed a house full of Vikings, okay? If you were feeding a ton of people, you wouldn't be doing that. So that's another item that we buy at Costco. That's like a quick, easy. It's sirloin flash frozen burgers. They come like in a big long sleeve, and I mean, for people that don't have 1,000 kids living with them, or
I mean, like if we were having a barbecue or having company or something, we might do that. But I have just found, to be honest with you, I've really cut back now on buying meat, even at Costco, because when you unfreeze the chopped meat, there's just something about the way the frozen chopped meat just doesn't grab,
I
and it's
agree.
watery, and we press burgers and they fall apart. So I don't like to buy the chopped meat anymore. So we got away from a lot of the stuff and we're buying fresh because you know what? I can't tell you even what we've thrown out for 2 reasons. One, because of freezer burn, because it's in there. It's in the back of the freezer and you forget, you don't take it out and you don't
Yeah.
rotate. Or two, because we've had now twice when both of our freezers went and I lost a ton of food.
Oh gosh, you're kidding.
Yeah.
No, see,
one day my husband was just cooking like crazy just to cook the stuff that defrosted.
yeah, my food doesn't last long enough in this house to get freezer burn, number one. And then the frozen stuff that I do buy, I try to buy the stuff that's flash frozen. You know what I mean by that? Like it's already it's different. It's like flash frozen. Like we never buy for example, like steak and stick it in the freezer. Like we buy that to eat within the next day or two.
Right.
Costco's really close to me anyways. So we never buy meats and stockpile them unless it's like the burgers that are flash frozen, the pasta is flash frozen. I mean, every once in a while I'll buy like some Italian sausages and keep them in the freezer because sometimes I like to put sausages in my red sauce.
Yeah.
I like the
we do
flavor
that
that it
sometimes,
gives
but
it.
even that now, it just seems like after a few weeks that they look funny, like they don't even look right in the freezer. I'd like, I don't know. You're more than welcome to come, Robin. Oh God, that's all we do. That's all we do is host. This might be the first year we don't. It's crazy.
When we lived in Boston, I used to do that. I used to have 20, 25 people in my house
22 is usually on
Thanksgiving, Christmas. Down here, we only have just maybe a few people over, for the holidays. We get invited over to Dolores's house on Thanksgiving, and she has 25, 30 people. It's awesome. It's like a true Thanksgiving gathering. She has a really, really big house, and you wouldn't even, it doesn't feel like there's 25, 30 people in her house because they're just all spread out between the yard and the great room, and then she's got the other rooms, and but it's awesome, and they do all the cooking for all those people. No one brings anything. That's the rule. If you want to come over, you can't bring anything. They don't allow people to bring anything. So what I usually, because I can't go to someone's house without bringing anything. It's the way I was brought up. My mom always drilled that into me. Like, you don't show up at anybody's house. It's an Italian thing. If you're invited, you bring something. So usually what I do is I'll make a basket, and I'll do either the little Javalia chocolates. They sell them at like CVS around the holidays, and sometimes you can get them like 2 for $3, so they're like $1.50 each. And I'll put like a little ribbon on them, and I'll put them in a basket, and it will be like a little hostess gift that she can give away to her guest when they leave the house. So it's not really like for Thanksgiving dinner. I do that so that, and she puts it like on her little credenza in the front room, and she gives them away to people as they leave the house. So I do that for her every year. It's just a little something I came up with. This will be, I think, our third Thanksgiving with them. It's nice not having to cook. So I do Easter, I do Christmas.
So Sergeant Spork said last year for Thanksgiving he cooked for 40 people under $100.
What?
That's I don't know how you did that, but Adam had a point here. No meat, Sergeant Spork, and he wrote none. So that's why.
No meat for Thanksgiving? No turkey? No gravy? My husband said in the background. I need to get my husband in the chat one of these days, because he sits there and he like shouts things
Tiffany,
out in the background.
you can come here, Tiff. You're not going to work. Not sure what I'll be doing for the holidays. Nowhere to go. Probably just working. No.
Well, I've been trying to get her down here for months and months. I've stopped asking her, because now it's to the point where I feel like I'm badgering her. But you are more than welcome to come here, my sweet friend. Not everyone has turkey. I'm a vegetarian too. Oh, are you, Misha? There was gravy, meat, puddings, breads, and veggies.
Everything was handmade, no production cost.
Oh no, he says there was meat. There was gravy, meat, puddings, bread, and veggies. So he said there was meat.
Oh, okay. Simple Fit Life. Good morning.
Morning from have I asked where you are in the east coast of Florida? Where are you in the east coast of Florida? That's where I am. Oh, but no actual meat. I don't know what that means, but gravy in the puddings. Okay. I crave raw hamburger meat. I used to eat raw hamburger meat all the time, Darlene, when we were little.
Yeah, we used to steal it off.
My mother would be making the meatballs, and she would like give it to us, like little bits of raw meat. Do you too?
My aunt was a big chef, and she.
Oh my gosh, it was so delicious. Yeah. I can't imagine eating raw meat right now. But yeah, I mean, we used to eat raw meat all the time. I crave raw hamburger meat. I haven't thought about that in a really long time. Interesting. Grass-fed beef, it's awesome. Oops. My light just went out. Hold on.
Was that the lamp you were worried about falling?
Yeah. Anyway, so I got to get ready for my auction. I've got some great stuff. I'll have a couple of days to ship stuff. I'm so excited. The post office is closed on Monday. It kind of like.
Isn't that sad when you're happy that the post office is closed?
I know. It like relieves my pressure. Like it relieves some of my stress and some of my pressure to be able to get my orders out. I have quite a few orders that I need to get out. I still have some stragglers.
Right up my alley, rare. I can't do it. That's more than medium rare.
I love rare steak too. Yeah, I still have some straggler boxes that I have to get out, and then the stuff. I'm not worried about the stuff from Friday night, because usually we do I do Friday and Sunday nights invoices and shipping all together, but at least it will give me like all day on Monday to get my stuff together to have it ready for Tuesday. So yeah, I'm so happy that the post office is closed. It's so crazy. We hear the neighbors' cows in the morning. I love the sound of the country. Oh, Misha, I have a funny story about that. When we first moved to Florida, we were looking at houses all over Florida, and the realtor said, "Oh, you have 4 kids. You need to be like in Jupiter Farms," which is kind of like they call it like an equestrian community. It's the houses are an acre and a quarter apart from each other. Everybody has a big lot of land, and there's lots of people that have horses and chickens and pigs, and but there's also like really big, beautiful like new homes out there as well. So so we bought our first house out there, and we had it for about 2.5 years. I remember standing outside and saying to my husband, singing that song, "Honey, I love you, but give me Park Avenue." And everybody used to say, "Oh, it's quiet in the farms. It's so nice. It's a country." Well, we had a well, which I hated well water. Oh my gosh, I hated the well water. We redid the well and had it redug, and we put a brand new water system in, and it just always had iron in the water. And we had a filtration system in the house. Have you ever experienced well water, T?
I'm sure I have, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm sure I
not,
have.
yeah, it's not fun. But we put a brand new water system in, brand new filters. We dug a new well because they test the water, and the water had iron in it. So at nighttime, we'd be sitting. People like, "Oh, it's so quiet in the country." Well, at nighttime, we'd be sitting outside, and between the frogs. I don't know if you've ever heard, like if it rained, there was frogs, and then there was like those night bugs that make that like, it sounds like an electrical noise going through the sky, like an electrical, and then the water pump kicking on every few minutes because it like kicks on like continuously, even if someone doesn't flush a toilet. And the water pump was in the back of the house. So between the water pump and the frogs and the lighting bugs or whatever those bugs are called, it was so noisy out in the country. It was so noisy. There was nothing quiet about it.
So I don't know, Tiff, if UPS is open tomorrow. Did you check that, Rob? If UPS was open tomorrow? Yeah, I think they are.
Oh, UPS is open?
Yeah, I think it's a weird holiday. Like, I think the stock market's open, but the post office is closed. It's an odd holiday. It's one of those like elect this holiday thing.
And Mark is saying when they lived in Missouri, we had sweet. Well, we had well water and it was sweet. And Misha says, "Oh my God, no pumps here. Not at my house." But does she have well water? In my experience, is the best. But I'm in Texas. I don't know other states. Okay, Janaea knows about well water. Let's see what she says. "I work in a well water filtration and whole house reverse osmosis. Some of the water samples bring into me tested smell like swamp." I think it's the water table here in Florida. I think, Janaea, is the water table high? Is that what it is? And is that why the water is yucky?
How close is this to you, Donna?
What?
Simple Fit Life says Treasure Coast.
Treasure Coast is Vero Beach and Cocoa Beach and
is that close to you or no?
Well, Cocoa Beach is like Ricky, what's Cocoa Beach? An hour and a half? Maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, Cocoa Beach. Vero Beach, I think, is Treasure Coast also. Where are you in the Treasure Coast? She says it depends how deep their well is. Either too much iron or sulfur, rotten egg smell. Yeah, that's the way the water is down here in Florida. It was awful. I said to my husband after 2 years, we owned that house for 2.5 years, and I'm like, I need to get back to the city. That's why we bought a house here in Palm Beach Gardens. And Jupiter Farms is only like I don't know, maybe 30 minutes west of here, maybe 25 minutes west of here. It's not that far, but that's the way it is in Florida. Like on the coast, it's really like thickly settled, and then you just drive 15 minutes like west, and it's like you're in the country. Yeah. Yep. I'm not. Let's see. Donna Wester says federal banks and USPS is closed, and schools are closed. The kids have school off. Yep, the kids don't have school tomorrow, right? I think
Yeah, no, they closed.
they closed the school. Janaea, do the kids have school tomorrow? I'm thinking that they don't have this holiday off.
Yeah, and then states are different too because it depends too on the state. Some states.
Tomorrow is my anniversary of coming to the United States.
Oh, really?
Yeah, came to the United States 49 years ago. My father used to always say that we came to the United States the same day that Christopher Columbus discovered the United States. He wouldn't say it. My father didn't say Christopher Columbus. He would say Cristoforo Colombo. That's it. And Christopher Columbus was Italian. So, yeah, he'd say Cristoforo Colombo. And people wouldn't know what he was saying. But that was Christopher Columbus. But that's how you're supposed to say it. So it was really funny that we came the same day as Christopher Columbus. I was actually telling Tiffany the story. Our entry to the United States got delayed by 6 months because of yours truly. So you see, it is always about me, T.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a little girl. But no, I got the measles in Italy. I have pictures of me with measles all over my face. I got the measles, and the United States wouldn't let us come into the country until like 6 months after my measles were gone, and then of course I got all the shots and everything. My kids have school tomorrow, Jennifer Hayes says. School tomorrow, no school Friday. Wednesday is practice PSAT, and Caden wants to stay home Wednesday. The kids always want to stay home when it's, is it a half a day of school? Oh, so the kids do have school tomorrow. Rats.
Yeah, see, and I don't think our kids do tomorrow. So it's a weird holiday. It's crazy. Now, Donna's saying her county offices are open in New York, but Myra's saying federal offices closed except for National Park Service, but I think it might be a state-by-state thing.
Adam says schools are not required to close, but check with your school district or school calendars for Columbus Day school holiday. I think Columbus Day should be a day that everybody has off. I mean, I think Columbus Day is as important as 4th of July, but there's a lot of controversy as to whether Cristoforo Colombo actually discovered the United States or if it was like the early settlers. Like, have you read those like theories and those controversies over whether or not he was actually the first settler here?
Yes.
People were here way before him and stuff, like trying to take his, his what do you call it, hurrah away from him. I don't know. We'll just go with it. We'll just call it the way my father always called it, Cristoforo Colombo. Yeah. Well, my dear.
Yes. We're going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you guys just so much. Just always coming in. We're just chatting. Thank you so much. We do have an auction today, 3 p.m. So please, when Donna decides to make this StreamYard, please set your notifications.
I'll do it now. I know. I'll do it now.
I was just going to create it last night and say, the heck with it. We'll do it on my channel because I did it. I think we're going to have a contest. He who creates the StreamYard first wins.
Okay. You'll probably do it before I do. Because I'm not going to do it right away. But thank you everyone for joining us this morning. Thank you. Watch out for the stream, and yeah, we'll see you later on at the auction. Thank you for coming. Bye, you guys. Bye.